So yeah, this is the thing, you know. You got to take and you got to trust God. This part two, I had to hit the next stop on my video. That's one thing about when you out here and run around and it's like I know where I'm going, but I don't know where I'm going. And every single step of the way, but the thing about it is a lot of times we don't actually, a lot of people don't read their Bible. So I can't say we now, because I read my Bible. And so one thing about that good word is you know faith without works is dead. Now, yes, that could be talking about faith like you believing in Christ, and then your works meaning you keeping the commandment. That faith without works, that's faith without works. If you're not keeping, if you say you believe and you got faith, but then you're not keeping the commandments and doing your work. And then what we also equate it to is faith without works is like believing, but then not taking action. And I've heard some lazy people say, you know, you got to believe and then you just got to sit still, you know, and just wait on God to move. Not if it's something you're supposed to be doing. Now, in certain situations where your stillness is what you're supposed to be doing, but you got to be able to believe and trust God and to take action. And so with this economy we in, and the way this economy is economying, then you need to be thinking about, okay, Lord, I need a blessing, and I'm praying to you for a blessing. I need you to show up and show out. And the Lord say, listen, you first you need a net. Second, you need to get in a boat. Whether you hand make your wooden boat, or you borrow somebody's boat, or you go out with somebody on their boat, they already have been blessed with, and you just taking your favor out there. And then you got to get out into the water. And then you got to be obedient. And you got to do what I tell you to do, even if it don't make sense, even if it's unconventional. A lot of people claim they listen to God, and they listening to their indigestion from eating that dairy too late at night. And they tell me, God told me this, God told me that. Can it be backed up with his word? God ain't told you nothing that is not in line with the word of God. If you saying God told you something and you can't find an example in the word of God that is similar to that, then God ain't tell you that. Because God don't change. So you got to be able to see where God done told you something. And a lot of it, oh yeah, I heard God say this and God say that and God say that. And just be putting words in God's mouth. And God don't be done bit more said that than the man on the moon. So I don't be trying to say, oh, God told me this, God told me this. I just say, okay, this is what I feel like I'm hearing in my spirit. This is what I'm finna do. And I'm gonna see if God was in this. I know, because when God in, you can't be mistaken. So I said, I'm gonna see if God was in this. And that's how I'm gonna know. And so y'all gotta forgive me because I don't know where I'm going. And okay, turn up here. Good thing the map worked too while I'm shooting the video. Map still work. So I said, okay, I'm gonna take this here step, and then you'll know if the Lord bless it. You'll know if you doing what the Lord told you to do, or if you doing what you want to do. Because God ain't gonna tell you to do something and then leave you high and dry. If he tell you to do it, he gonna take care of you. And that's how he's been doing with this boys program. Like every trip we take costs around $20,000. And the Lord has been blessing. You know, the Lord has been blessing. He's been touching people's heart to donate. People who they may be donating all they got. That's all they got to give. And every video I put that link in the description. And I try not to beg, but the Lord knows that it's bigger than me, and it ain't about me. And then y'all really actually see my boys program around the country, and then you know me, so you know what they learning. You know what I'm teaching them. You know the lessons that they getting. And so, and even with that, I might not be able to keep them all, might not be able to save them all, but I'm gonna give it a good effort. Do everything I can. And so that's what got to be understood. And God showed up and he said, boom, here go this donation, here go this donation. All right, boop, boop, boop. And it just been a group of people from a YouTube audience that just, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't know. If they say, hey, this is my 10% from my paycheck, or this just what I had extra, or this from my tax return, or this from, I don't know how it happens, but I know that it happens. And people send in blessings. I did a thing the other day for a single mom, and we had some people donate. We was able to order her a lot of items for her 6 children. But to see, the thing about it though, she actually spent $250 for a coaching session. And she didn't ask me for anything on the session, but when she told me about her situation, I felt compelled. But she made an investment, and so that's different. She took the little money that she did have to get instruction for her way forward. And by her making that investment, I got to meet her. I wouldn't have otherwise got to meet her. I got to meet her, got to learn about her. And she also went and got a life insurance policy. I think she also may be signing up to become an agent. So she taking action. And I don't know her reasoning. I don't know her motives. I don't know her like that. But I know that she's showing up and she taking action. So that's all I can go by. Whereas sometimes people are just, they will come and they'll be a complete stranger and say, hey Tony, I need help. And I'm like, I don't know you. Like I don't have a way to separate you from anybody else. Like I can't separate you from the scammers that's in the comments telling people to donate to some charity, and they've got my picture and they got my name, and they finessing in the YouTube comments or TikTok comments acting like they me. I'm like, I don't know the difference. But when somebody take that extra step and they sign up for something and they in something, and I get to see them, and I'm like, oh, they actually investing in themselves. They actually not sitting idle. Like they actually doing something. So people invest in those who invest in themselves. If we just squander everything, and we don't want to work, we don't want to sacrifice, we don't want to do this and that, but we want to say, hey, help me, nobody want to help us. But when we take and we do what we can do with what we have to the best of our ability, then people take and say, okay, I want to help you. So that's what got to be realized and understood. That's what got to be realized and understood. Big old nice building over there for rent now. And see me, I be trying to look and see what I could do with it. But I can't bite off more than I could chew. Gotta take my time. See, the Lord ain't giving nothing. He ain't showing me nothing. So that means it ain't time to move. You know what I really love to do? Because I think another way that we can be impactful is daycare center. So if you got a daycare, reach out to me on support@TonyGaskins.com, because I want to do, eventually, it might be 5-10 years from now, But eventually I want to do a daycare. And I'm going to tell you like this right here. You get them a daycare and you hurt one of them kids, you're going to wish you were dead. You're going to wish you were dead. You might end up dead, but I'm going to tell you like right there. But I want to do my daycare though. Because imagine having a daycare and you like up to 5 years old or whatever. And you taking teaching them kids how to read at 2 years old. They don't you pay for the hooked on phonics. So the kids get on like a 2-year-old game, and because they know how to talk a little bit, dad and mama, they start to learn how to read. And then we also making them bilingual. We got a little thing, they put the headphone on, they on the little iPad or the little computer, and then they start to learn how to say sí and no and cuando and uno, dos, tres, and but they American. And I want to put them to get the state funds. So you put the daycares near the hood, near the areas where we call the hood now, no disrespect, so that it's also impoverished kids in there, but the parents ain't got to pay a lot. But the workers though, the workers gonna be classy. The workers gonna be classy.
Hey, how you doing?
The workers gonna be, responsible, have what they need. Y'all gotta forgive me, I don't wanna hate being the type of person on their phone when you're trying to get something. Picking up this here food though.
Thank you.
You're trying to take it. Excuse me, thank you. And so imagine having that right there, kind of daycare, to where they learn it at a young age. So now, and then you get, and see, when you do stuff for God, He gonna send you what you need. So I'll be able to tell a person's spirit. And see, a lot of people call it judgment, but it ain't judgment, it's discernment. And so that's why I try to tell y'all, like, think about this. How you look at me right now, okay? How you looking at me? Now, have me with an unkept, nasty, raggedy beard. Put a nasty, raggedy beard on me that's unkept. I could be saying, oh, this is just my personality. Oh, I'm just chill. But guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna say, oh, he don't take care of himself. Then have me a nose full of boogers right now. Have me a nose full of boogers. Have me some nappy hair right now. Okay. Now take me right now, and then take me right now and say and put 100 pounds on me right now. I'm 200 pounds. Put 100 pounds on me. I'm 300 pounds. I weigh 200, 195 to 205. Now, yeah, I'm not the slimmest, fittest thing in the world. But guess what? I'm in shape enough for you to respect me. So now think about this now. If you put 100 pounds on me, forgive me, it's raining out here too, and so I got to be extra careful on this here road. You put 100 pounds on me. You put yellow teeth on me. Put yellow teeth on me now. Put unkept beard, unkept hair. All that now. And then let me say, hey, I'm a babysit your kids. Yeah, come on to my daycare. Nah, I don't even work at daycare. I own daycare. You gonna judge me. And a lot of people say, oh, that's judging. No, that's discernment. So it's certain times to where people say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But how do you take care of yourself? How do you present yourself? Can a person look at you and say, oh, I want to work with this person because they take care of their hair, their skin, their teeth, their nails, their body? And that's what you have to realize. And I have to tell people a lot of times, I'm like, listen, you getting judged. Don't nobody care about talking about, oh, don't judge me, you ain't supposed to judge. No, you're getting judged. You're getting judged regardless of what you say. So if you're not taking care of yourself, it's gonna cost you. Like, I don't really do much work with people who don't take care of themselves. If you're not loving yourself, if you're not 1000% focused on the 3 B's, and you not busting your butt on the 3 B's, I'm not working with you. Because you're not gonna take care of my business, and you're not gonna care about what I got going on if you don't care about yourself and what you got going on. And a lot of people don't realize that. It's like, yeah, you could fake the phone, you could finesse, you could pretend to be so diligent and so focused and so hard working, but I know eventually you're gonna run out of wind and your true colors gonna start to show. If you're not taking care of yourself, you ain't gonna last for long with that work ethic. And so that's what you got to realize is, when you want to work for God, you got to get in position and get in place to where somebody could look at you and you look like you're at peace. You look like you know God. You look like you walking with the Lord and you talking with the Lord and you living by the Holy Bible. If you look like you're gluttonous, if you look like you don't have faith and sacrifice and discipline and obedience, because what does it take to be a Christian? It takes sacrifice. It takes obedience. So a person gonna look at you and say, can I see sacrifice on you? Can I see consistency on you? Can I see discipline on you? Are you doing what you supposed to do? That's what they're gonna look and see. And they trying to see that. They trying to see, are you pushing that plate away? Are you running that comb through your head? Are you at peace enough to have a skincare routine, to take care of yourself some kind of way? Because if you look like who shot John and forgot to kill him, where is God in your life? Where is the peace of God in your life? You should be glowing. You should be getting fit mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You should be doing whatever it takes to represent the look of Christ, meaning people ought to see a glow and peace that surpasses all understanding, because they say, your person peaceful now. And we got to get there. And it's all a work. We all a work in progress. I'm working in progress. See these bags on mine? I'm tired. Tired right now. Now I got naturally heavy set eyes. I done had bags since I was a kid. But still, I'm still tired though. Got to give me some more rest. We all a work in progress. I just be sharing the word for you that the Lord gave me. Lord told me, hey man, you got to work on yourself, man. You got to get your life together. You got to look the part. You can't be out here just running your mouth. You got to look healthy. You got to look whole. Now I'm sick right now because Tatum got us sick, brought some whatever he got and brought it home. So I said it to say, we got to trust God, and just one step at a time. So like that center back there, that could be my learning center. That could be my little game room, my little community center. That could be my incubator. That building with my insurance agency. Join the agency, be an agent, but you got to work on yourself. So I'm gonna be having calls for my agents, for all my recruits, just motivational calls. It ain't about selling you. Just motivational calls. Work on you. 3 B's call. It's the 3 B's call. Work on you. Love you. Get your life together. Get your life together. So, hey, listen to me. Trust God. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. Keep working on you. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. And know that He's gonna move. He's going to move on your behalf. When you least expect it, He's gonna move. He is gonna move. And we gotta trust Him every step of the way. So, God bless you. Keep your head up. We making moves over here. If you see this on Sunday, you still can get the course 70% off. Proceeds is going to the boys program because we $7,000 short for our trip, and that's just estimating the final cost of the bills, which would be around $4 to $5 grand of the hotel room, then the Sprinter van, so that people could be housed. They don't have no 15 passenger vans at the rental places, so I had to Google, found a Sprinter for the boys. It's $1,400. Then we got to get another van for the parents, for the coaches and parents. It'd just be like a 7-passenger caravan, and way cheaper than having a driver or a minibus. So my dad driving the van, and then the other van, a coach will drive it. Then we got the hotel rooms, and then we cover all the boys' food. Cause my program, these kids, they wouldn't be able to do none of this without what we're providing. So if the Lord has been good to you and you don't have nowhere to give yet, or you not in a church, or you already gave, you always see the link in the description. Click that link, save that link. And I'm praying over every donation, praying that the Lord repay you, bless you, pour out in your life. You'll see the link say the Boys Summer Program, or to say the Tony Gaskin Family Foundation Incorporated. I thank you. I appreciate you. And anything we come up short, like we short now, so that's why I earn my income, and instead of me living out of income, I donate the income. So I cover the difference, but even though the thing is, I'm still blessing somebody with my course at 70% off. So I'm giving away that intellectual property for only 30% of what it's worth. And even the first 100% price wasn't the actual market price. All my courses is about only listed at 30% of what it's worth. Then I give another 70% off of that, or 80% off of that. So right now the coupon code is MOM. So that way, the reason why I do that is because if you're not in a position to donate, and you need whatever you spend your money on to add to your life, that's why I make the courses available, so that you could go take the life coach certification, get trained to be a life coach, add a stream of income in an area of purpose, so that you got that course 70% off. So it only costs you like $400 something, But then I take and donate that to the boys program. So now you essentially still did a donation, even though you don't get no tax deduction for it, because you went to buy a course, which is a for-profit company versus the non-profit. But you get a receipt so that everything you donate throughout the year to Tony Gaston Family Foundation, you get to claim that on your taxes next year, because it's a 501c3, so it's tax deductible. So if you end up owing money in taxes, you'll knock a little bit off based on how much you donate to 501c3, like a church or what have you, other 501c3s. But then the other one now, Tony Gaston Academy, if you have a LLC, small business, you still could write that off because it's considered training and consulting. So you still can write that off in your business, because when you do training, consulting, conferences, and all of that, all of the business expenses that could be written off on your tax, meaning you add that dollar amount, and if you owe money, then a portion of what you owe gets subtracted based on what you spent on that training or what have you. So keep that in mind as well. But hey, this Tony Gaston headed back to the house to eat. I know good and well my wife ain't gonna be hungry in 2.5 hours, so we might be canceling that lunch. But God bless you, and we'll be in touch. All the important links are in the description, and we'll see you soon.